Hello. Today is a haul, apparently, because usually when you see me, it's a haul, and you have already seen the title, so I don't know why I'm telling you. But yeah, um, we have been to another sci-fi convention. Maybe I should turn on the light so it doesn't do this all the time. Wait, I don't know if that helped, but it's beginning to, it's spring, so there's light. That's just the way it is. But we went to another sci-fi convention in Malmö and bought some movies, and we also bought some secondhand. Um, yeah, so it's a mix of movies. There are usually Studio S, a Swedish distribution company, usually have their movies there, and then we also found some other fun things. So let's begin. And they are, I can see, in very random order. But let's start with one that I'm really excited about. This one, Dark Knight of the Scarecrow. And it's a slasher classics collection from 88 Films. I love their packaging. I've heard this is actually a good Scarecrow movie. I like the concept of a horror movie with a scarecrow. I think that is creepier than a clown. But I think we only have like two. We have Husk, and uh, I think it's just called Scarecrow. I think that is also an 88 films. But yeah, I've heard this one is really scary, so fun. And then my husband found this one. It's from Radiance. It's Italian movie called How to Kill a Judge, and it's with Franco Nero. And it's more the Italian police detective stories that in my mind I pronounce Italian policetti or something like that, but that's probably super wrong. But it sounds intriguing, and it's supposed to be a little bit giallo, but I mean, it's probably not. But Franco Nero is always interesting, so. Ooh, and then we have some weird one, and I just have to fix this because it's crooked. This is a new release from Studio S, or their sub label. I don't know what it's called, Nuta Films. And it's Reflection in a Dead Diamond. And you have a bonus movie also here. Let the Corpses Tan. And these are French movies. One is from 2025, and I don't know when the other one is from. But it says that it's Giallo horror thriller. So yeah. Okay, it just says 1 year, but I don't think that both came out that year. But it doesn't matter. But it's two French movies. Looks interesting. It's something new. Oh, and then we have two boxes or double features that I think I cannot show the back of, at least. Maybe this one I can actually. It's Studio S has released Swedish Cult Classics Volume 1 and 2. And in Volume 1, it's a movie called Smutsiga fingrar, and I think it's called Dirty Fingers in English, and it's by Arne Mattsson, who has made some of my favorite movies. And the other one is called Het Snö, kind of like, not hot snow, but like, yeah, let's say hot snow. But yeah, these are supposed to be more like thrillers, I would say. The other two are not. And apparently it says that the English version of Dirty Fingers are in here as well, dubbed. Okay, interesting. But yeah, really fun to have some Swedish classics. And then we'll see what I can show you. Oh, I can't show you the front either. Okay. And this is Swedish Cult Classics Volume 2. And one of the movies in here is also directed by Arne Mattsson, but it's not the type of Arne Mattsson movies that I usually like. I usually don't like this type of movies, but it's like Swedish cult, so yeah. And these are called Funny Hill, which is a famous story. A lot of movies are called Funny Hill. And Ann och Eve, the erotiska. I think it's just called Anne and Eve in English. And I can't show you either the back or the front. But yeah, they are more like erotic thrillers, maybe. Or not thrillers at all. And then we have a movie called Kill Shot. Don't know what it is, but it's with Mickey Rourke and Diane Lane. And Thomas Jane and Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Oh, and Rosario Dawson. She looks young. When is this from? 2009. It's a thriller. So yeah, sounds interesting. Oh, then a movie I have actually seen a long time ago. Manhattan Baby by Lucio Fulci. I don't remember anything from it, but I have seen it. So yeah, and since it's this, yeah, it's Blue Underground, but it's still like an older DVD. I don't know. Does it say when they released this? I don't think so. Or more that I don't feel like looking for it, but I can't see it. But so they have fixed it a bit, but I guess it's with the English dub. I don't know if this was released in Italian, but what am I saying? That I think they are talking English because I don't think there is subtitles. And this is also known as Eye of the Evil Dead and The Possessed. Manhattan Baby is notable as one of Fulci's final films to be released in America. I think it looks really cool. Yeah, don't remember. Then a new, it's from 2023, but new to me. The Palace, apparently Roman Polanski, and it's kind of like, I've heard it's like, what's that movie called? Triangle of Sadness. Have not watched that yet, but it's like that, but more weird. Yeah, but it's a lot of famous people, and we actually met John Cleese at the Sci-Fi convention, and without thinking about, we didn't realize, but we bought 2 movies where he's in, and he's in this one, the one. Then we have one that is not called this. The Marker. It's apparently called Pistol Whipped. I think the Swedish market was not ready for that title because it's just called The Marker here. And it's a Steven Seagal movie with Lance Henriksen. Bonus fun. So yeah, that's nice. Nothing else, right? No. Oh, then a movie that is probably terrible, but we just can't resist movies like this. And this title says Rise of the Dragon Wyvern. I don't know how to pronounce that. But apparently on most places like IMDb and Letterboxd, it's just called that word. And in some places it's called that word and then Rise of the Dragon. So yeah, I don't know, it's confusing. And I've seen there is a lot of versions of this image where she's standing like that and the dragon is standing like that, and sometimes there's fire, sometimes there's another background. So yeah, I don't know. Interesting, right? An ancient evil has awoken. It sounds like Rain of Fire, but I don't know. But it's not a mockbuster, so I don't know. Yeah, maybe Sci-Fi Channel, so maybe. And then we bought Black Dawn with Steven Seagal, and we didn't realize that this is a sequel. Stupid. Apparently, it's a sequel to The Foreigner, and we don't have that, so that's really annoying. So now we have to buy that. But yeah, at least we have this one, Black Dawn. There was a seller that sold a lot of Steven's. How do you say that in English? Because I just say Steven Seagal, but I guess that's not how you say it. Steven Seagal. Steven Seagal. I don't know. Steven S. He sold a lot of Steven S, so we bought a lot. There is more coming, I can see. And then we have a horror movie, Devil Seed, released by Nuta Films. And this is supposed to be like an exorcist movie, maybe. Yeah, they are comparing it to The Exorcist. I'm not going to translate this because it's in Swedish, but there is a ridiculous text. If you can read Swedish, I will show you. And you can pause if you can see it. Maybe it won't focus. But yeah, ridiculous. Then the other movie that John Cleese is in, and I've looked at this for a long time but haven't bought it. The very excellent Mr. Dundee. One of my favorite movies is Crocodile Dundee 2. I can watch that over and over and over, and I just love that movie. So, and I think Crocodile Dundee 1 and 3 are okay, and they're good, but not as good as the number 2. But this is supposed to be like, I think I talked about a similar movie. When was that? But yeah, this is another one of those movies where Paul Hogan plays himself, but a fictional version, like you know, the one with Nicolas Cage. And there was another one that I mentioned, but I can't remember it. Then we have another Steven Seagal. I'm going to say that so you know. I've seen this on VHS for 1,000,000 times in the stores, but I've never bought it. But now we found it on DVD. Exit Wounds. Action, I guess. And the last one, maybe? No, not the last one. Out for a Kill with Steven Seagal. Seagal. He doesn't play an ex whatever in all of these, but in a lot of these. I have a list on Letterboxd with all the movies that, based on the premise at least, Steven Seagal plays ex-CIA, ex-cop, ex-whatever. So, funny. Then we upgraded a movie that we are actually going to watch later this year on our Vampire Week. And it's the Swedish vampire movie, Frostbiten. Yeah, it is vampires. Yeah, Frostbiten or Frostbite, I guess it's also called. I have seen this before and I thought it was nice. A lot of people hate it, but I think it was actually good. But it's like 1,000,000 years since I watched it. I watched it when it came out, which is 20 years ago. Yeah. And then another Swedish movie directed by a German one. What am I saying? I was reading something. A Danish director. And this is also a major upgrade because we already have this. Yeah, but we wanted to have this edition. And it's Häxan. I can see that covers, but yeah, Häxan, and it's from 1922, I think. Yes. And this one is one of the best silent movies ever. Not the best, but one of the best. It's so interesting because, uh, yeah, this is also released in, I think, in America under the name Witchcraft Through the Ages, right? But that's another alternate version. Witchcraft Through the Ages, yes. But this is interesting because in the end, they have a text where they, make a commentary about what they have shown, and that could have been written today because it's relevant today, and it says a lot about mental illness and that type of stuff. So it's really, really good actually. And it's not like just one feature, it's more like an anthology kind of. And there are really cool effects. And I really recommend, if you can watch silent movies without being bored, I really recommend this one. Oh, and then I was going to say the title. Another sequel. I didn't realize that when I bought it, but yeah, we have the original actually. So it's Stakelander, and it's also called Stakeland 2. And it's another vampire movie, and we have Stakeland, the first one. And I've heard that they are really good. Ooh, looks really creepy on the back. Look, wait, so excited for that. Not that excited about this sequel. House of the Dead 2, Dead Aim. Since the first one is supposed to be terrible, by Uwe Boll, this is not directed by Uwe Boll. I don't know if it has the same rating or what. They are probably below 2 because they usually have that, but it looks cool. And Sid Haig is in it. Yeah, I don't know. It's fun. House of the Dead. Is that zombies? Ugh. Yep. Ooh. Yes. Then we have Adolf Lundgren movie, Agent Red. And this is a release by a company I have mentioned before, Horse Creek. They make terrible releases, but sometimes they are the only ones that have released it. And this was released 2005, and they usually misspell everything, and they have quotes on this one that is questionable. And if you are Swedish, if you are a Swede, you can read what it says and pause, see if you can see. Like that. And this one, if you can see it. Let's see if I can. This is good YouTube content. But it's really weird because they are quoting like weird things about terrorism, and it's just really weird. The movie sounds okay, but I don't know. And this is one with the awesome special features. It's letterbox presentation. That's the worst, but yeah. Scene selection, Dolby Digital English, 2.0 stereo. Oh, maybe that was the same. Sorry, they changed row. Interactive menus. But I was just going to say no subtitles, but then I remember they have subtitles on their movies. And then we have a slasher collection again, but on DVD, and that I have not seen before, from 88 Films. The First Power with Lou Diamond Phillips. Yeah. Am I holding it upside down? No. A slasher that is supernatural. It's funny when they write, The actor who plays Tess, Tracy Griffith, is best known for Sleepaway Camp 3, Teenage Wasteland. Then we all know it's a good movie. Another Dolph Lundgren. And Ron Perlman and Peter Weller, apparently. Skin Trade. 2 cops, 1 mission, no mercy. Action. These are the ones we bought secondhand. But yeah. Ooh, Steven Seagal. And this front looks really bad. They are really, I will show you, gut shot. It looks like they have like, pull it out. And apparently this is also, no, it's not also, it's really called gut shot straight. But here it's gut shot. Yeah. Poker action. Ooh, then the famous double impact, Jean-Claude Van Damme. Woohoo! 2 times Van Damme, 10 times the action. I'm entertaining myself. Ooh, and you know Jean-Claude Van Damme from The Expendables 2, JCVD, yeah, and Universal Soldier. All came out after this movie. Yeah. Then we have one called Seized with Scott Adkins and Mario Van Peebles. And this is an action as well from 2019. And I think it sounded interesting and reminded us of some other movie, but now I can't remember. And then a movie I watched a long time ago, and it's The Last Steven Seagal. And it's Nico, or Above the Law, it's really called, but it's called Nico, at least in Sweden. And it says it's his first. Is this the first movie? Yeah. Steven Seagal makes his sensational screen debut as Nico. Yeah. He's not X, he's tracking X. CIA here. Interesting. And Pam Grier and Sharon Stone is also in this. I remember it was okay. And then the last one we got from our friends, just because it's fun, and we have over 10,000 movies, and they found a movie we don't have. Hercules, and not that Hercules. This is from 96, 97, and it looks like that. It's episodes, 4 episodes. And I've heard a lot of people thought that this was the Disney Hercules, but it's not. Yeah, don't know anything about it. Kind of disturbing picture, right? I don't know. Could be good, could be terrible, but I think it's fun. So yeah, that was the movies, and here is 5, 6, 7, 29 movies. Have you seen any of these? Please let me know. And if you take something with you from this video, I would really recommend that you watch Hexan. If you are able. I don't know where you can stream it if you haven't got it, but please watch this. This is from Radiance, by the way. I really recommend this one. So yeah, that was all for this video. I was going to say movie, but yeah, video. Bye.